The big event that had happened was Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, push that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. You're watching Life with Brittany Michelle, and I'm Brittany Michelle. Sit back and relax and enjoy the vlog.
Don't be cautious, don't be kind. You committed, I'm your crime. Push my button anytime. You got your finger on the trigger, but your trigger finger's mine. It's kind of like, it's sad, because it's like, just be real. Like, what are you doing? I don't want to talk to a clone of myself. I don't even like myself. So
What's up, you guys? Welcome to my first vlog. I believe this is my first vlog of 2019, and I'm so excited to be here. But today we are in a different setting because I'm going to be doing a very serious story time. For those of you that follow me on my Instagram, you guys know that recently I have been going through something and dealing with something, and a lot of you have asked questions. What's going on? Why are you going through this? And I told everybody, you know what, I'm just going to make a vlog and I will go ahead and let everybody know what's going on, what I've learned, and basically what's been going on. So first off, let's just start off by saying how grateful I am for all of you for subscribing and watching and being so consistent and being so loyal. Like I said before, or if I haven't said before, I just want you guys to all know that you guys will never be fans to me. You guys are all my supporters, and every single one of you, I see every single one of you guys, and you mean the world to me. I want to be more connected with you guys, so please feel free to add my Twitter, feel free to add my Instagram, and DM me, comment, just, you know, interact with me some more. I would love to learn more about you and just to stay connected with you, because that's truly what this is all about for me, is just staying connected and just really getting to know everybody. So I hope you guys will just go ahead and just leave me a comment and or message and just let me know how you guys are doing for this whole New Year's. And if there's anything you guys want to open up about, if you guys just can relate to this story, then definitely know that I am here. I am all ears. There's a few of you that already come to me, and I just love being a shoulder to cry on. That is like literally my goal, is to just take a lot of you guys under my wing, because I'm older than a lot of you guys, and so I just really love the fact that I can use this platform to be there for a lot of you guys. Right now, I'm going to be telling you guys about my anger problems. I didn't realize until 2 years ago that I had a serious anger management problem and that I really needed to work on this issue. I didn't realize that I needed to work on this issue until there was a big event that happened, and I didn't realize that I had this problem until a big event that had happened. And the event that had happened was, it's so hard for me to say. I'm so disappointed. 2 years ago, I was arrested for 22 hours. The story was, and the reason why I was arrested was because, and this is why, there was this young lady, we'll call her Jane. Jane was a friend of my fiance's, and Jane had known my fiance before I came around, and Jane dated a friend of my fiance's. And so Jane dated a friend of my fiance's. They all kicked it together. We all kicked it together, but there was a big falling out and we all fell off. But then she had reached out to me, and I said to my husband, you know what? And before this, we weren't even husband and wife yet. And I had said to my husband, TJ, I said, you know what? I'm not going to be the type of chick that says that you can't have females that are friends. That's not me. I don't want to be that way. I don't want that type of relationship. So, hey, if you want to hang out with this girl, then yeah, like, she could totally come back into the scene. These are the rules. This is what I allow. This is what I'm not comfortable with. And hey, if you guys happen to want to kick it and I'm not at work, and I'm at work and I'm not around, that's totally fine too. You know, I trust you, and this is how I want the scenario to go. But also, I had some reservations about the girl, and I told my husband, I said, I don't know what it is, but something in my gut tells me I should not trust this chick. Something tells me, I don't know what it is, but something tells me I should not trust her. Like, there's something not right about this chick. So time goes by, we kick it a few times, and every time I wouldn't want to kick it with this chick, she would get all butthurt, like freak out. Like, I'm sorry you don't have nothing to do with your life, but if I don't want to hang out with you, I'm sorry, I don't want to hang out with you. It's like not that serious. It's not that serious for you to go indirectly talking about me online or indirectly tweeting about me. I'm sorry, honey. I don't want to be around people sometimes. With my condition, I don't want to be around with people sometimes. Sometimes I isolate myself because I'm not feeling well. I just need some time. I need my me time, okay? And none of my friends take that personal that have been in my life for all these years. She wasn't my friend personally. She was just somebody that I associated with because she was a friend to my husband. And I actually did give my friendship with her a try, but it just did not mesh. Because I always felt some type of way about the chick. Like, I just felt some type of way. Like, it just was, I just felt some type of way. Everybody had something to say about this chick. So, one day she asked to hang out. I didn't answer, and I noticed, like, she's on Snapchat indirectly saying things about cheating and being the next chick and how she doesn't mind being a home wrecker and, oh, your man can do this with me and all this weird stuff. Like, and I know I just felt like it was indirectly towards me. And so I was sending it to my husband. And ironically, she texts me and is like, hey, you want to kick it? And I said, she was like, hey, you want to kick it? And she hits me up on Snapchat. And then she hits me up again via text message. As I had already been texting my husband the text message, the, like, screenshots of what she was saying online. After I had screenshot my husband, like, look what this girl's saying. Like, this is why I feel the way I feel about her. Like, why is she saying all this stuff? Like, this is out of pocket. Like, what? And it had nothing to do with me, she says, but I just felt like it has something to do with me. So, ironically, as I send the screenshots to my husband, she texts me talking about, oh, yeah, I remember you said for me not to hit you up on Snapchat, so I decided I was going to hit you up and just text you, what's up? Are you trying to kick it? Are you trying to smoke? And I said, I kept it short, sweet, and simple. I said, for sure, nah. Girl, honey. This girl lost it. I mean, when I say lost it, she went berserko crazy on me. Like, she was like, oh, for real, you ain't trying to kick me? And this was all in text message. Like, I have the text messages in my email because there's a lot that happened over this. This girl just couldn't let it go that I did not want to hang out with her. Like, hello? Is there something wrong? Like, I don't want to kick it. Get over it. I don't want to smoke with you. Get over it. Get out of my life. Like, this story just gets me drained just even talking about it. Like, this girl really had the nerve to just not let it go. Like, girl, I'm not trying to kick it with you. What? So, it just gets me riled, okay? Because she should have just, okay, like, okay, you don't want to kick it today. See you next time. You know what I mean? But she didn't. And so she starts talking crap to me. I ignore her until she goes, oh, and that's why this and that's why that. She's mad because I'm not wanting to kick it with her. Girl, you're psycho. Like, you're going to really go in on me because start talking about me and my relationship. And so then she was like, and I was like, I didn't even, like, acknowledge her. You know, I just kept on sending my husband every single text message she would send me. Because I didn't want to go off on the chick. This girl really had the nerve to call me crippled. She texted me and she said, that's why you're crippled. That's why nobody wants to kick with you crippled, blah, blah, blah. Okay, last I checked, you're the one who just hit me up to kick it. So why is this happening? Right? So then she goes, that's why you're crippled. And she talks about my disease, and that is something that I've had to deal with. That is something that she knows about me, that I was made fun of over and over as a kid. That is something that I had to get through. To this day, I still have to get, well, to this day, I think I'm pretty much over it, but it's something that will always be with me because it's something I went through. And that little girl that was tormented and made fun of because of this disease, and this incurable disease that I fight every day of my life, she knows. And so she knew what she was doing by hitting me with that low blow. So she hit me with a low blow, and I hit her with a low blow. I told her something that is not okay. In the moment, I knew it wasn't okay to tell her what I told her. And so some of you may feel like she had every right to act the way that she did, but I feel like me fighting for my life every single day and her making fun of me over something that I have no control over, that I'm going to do the same thing to her. I'm going to get her back. And so, mind you, I've been through the same thing that I made fun of her for. So basically, and not necessarily made fun of her for, I just basically responded with the same type of insult that she couldn't control. So basically, long story short, let me cut to it. I just feel so ashamed that I said it. I said, well, maybe both of your parents died because they didn't want to raise a ratchet like you. And when I said ratchet like you. Okay? I said that anybody that knows me knows I lost a dad when I was 3 years old. Okay, my little sister's dad, who was very much like a father to me, raised me, everything. He passed away, and that has always haunted me. And so me knowing that pain knows I shouldn't have even touched that. But I did, because I felt like, what? You wanna dog me out like that? Well, I'm gonna dog you out the same. So I said, I hit her with the low blow, which was wrong, I know. We leave it at that. We text each other. My husband texts her and says, y'all need to just leave each other alone, blah, blah, blah. 2 days go by. I'm chilling with my husband. We're in the room. We're having a good, gay old time. We're just chilling. My husband goes, hey, go get us some munchies. And I'm like, okay, for sure. It's my new car. You know, we just started driving this BMW. It was our first car. And it was like kind of raggedy because we had been done dirty by his coworker who had sold it to him. And that's another story. Long story short, I take the BMW, and it had some issues. Like, it couldn't back up right. It had brake issues, all this other stuff. So when I drove back home, there was either 2 different ways that you could get back to my house, the house that we were living with his dad. And there were 2 different routes you could take. And the normal route that I took was the route that I was like, you know what, I'm going to go this different way. And if I would have took my normal route, this whole scenario, I wouldn't be here today telling you this story. But everything happens for a reason. So on this day, I decided to take a different route than I normally took. And as I'm driving into my street, 2 houses away, is this Beezy. Is Jane. Really, Jane? So I'm looking, I'm driving, I'm instantly boiling in my skin. Like, why is this trick in front of my house? I wasn't gone for nothing but 5 minutes, and this hoe is in front of my house? What are you doing here? 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 And so she starts walking towards my car. I roll down the window, and at this point we would back in to the driveway with this car. So I go turn the car around, and it's a very narrow, thin street, and I'm trying to back in. And as I'm backing in, you know, there's a fence there, so I'm crooked and I'm not parking right. And this is a very old car. It's probably like a 2000 or something like that, or maybe even younger or older than that. Younger or older, whatever. So basically, she's talking to me, and I crack my window, and my heart's beating. Like, those of you that know me know I have PTSD. So in this moment, I feel my PTSD reacting. I feel my skin tight. I'm all tense. Like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with myself. And I'm looking at her, so what the are you doing here? What the are you doing in my house? What are you doing? And she goes, oh, you want to talk about people's spirits? And I said, yup. You want to talk about my disease? You want to talk about something I don't got no control over? Well, yup. B, that's why your parents, both your parents died because they didn't want to raise a ratchet like you. And she goes, and she kicks my new car 4 times. And she kicks my car 4 times. Like this. Like literally kicking my car to the point that there was dents. You what? You kicked my car? She kicked my car. She kicked my car. I, at that moment, lost it. Being that I have PTSD, I blacked out. In that moment, I thought, oh, I'm about to hurt this girl. So I go to drive out, and I go back in, and I'm like, I'm like driving all ridiculous, trying to get out of the driveway to park the car right. And my husband is in the house, not knowing any of this is going on. He doesn't even know. It was a day that was so weird because normally his dad was there, but his dad happened not to be there at this time. TJ happened to be in the way back of the house at this time. It was just very weird. So I'm going through this all by myself, and I noticed that this chica's car is 2 houses away, and you want to kick my car? So I drive towards her car. She is standing in front of her car, okay? And then this is my car, okay? And I'm standing there, and she's talking to me, and now by this time, we have attracted people. Now there's people outside looking, seeing what's going on, and I look like the bad guy. I look like the aggressor, y'all. Let me just get up out of here on that note. Like, this is crazy. Like, did y'all hear me? I said I ended up looking like the aggressor because these people want to come out late. And I'm new here. I just moved here. This is my boyfriend's, at the time's, dad's house. So I look like the aggressor, y'all. So, she's standing in front of her car. And like I said, in the moment, I'm not thinking rationally. I'm so angry. Like, I don't even know why I did the things that I did because I have anger issues. And in those times, I black out. Like, I literally don't even, like, I remember, but in the moment, I didn't remember making the decisions that I made. And so, in my mind, when I decided that I wanted to hit her car, because she hit my car, and I literally thought it was okay to do, that this type of thing was okay. She's standing in front of her car to protect her car, and I'm in front of her. And I'm like, okay, BZ, you don't want to move? Well, guess what? I'm going to tap you then. Like, in my mind, I thought it was okay to just tap the trick because of my unrational thinking pattern in the moment of my anger management, PTSD and PTST. I suffer from PTSD. I suffer from PTST, which is post-traumatic trauma disorder. I suffer from PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder. And these are both things that I have been resulted of from the things that I've been through in my life, from the many, many, many things that I've been through in my life, other than my chronic condition, my uncurable chronic autoimmune disease that I've been dealing with since the age of 2. That enough would give somebody PTSD. Okay? But I've been through I'm 26. I've been here for a long time, almost. And I'm still learning. And I happened to not have it so easy. And I happened to be hard-headed and put myself in dumb positions. And so, I've developed PTSD. And in that moment, I thought it was okay to tap her. I was like, oh, well, then I'm going to tap her then. Thank God the chick moved. And I hit her car. So, she calls the cops. I go into my house. I end up parking the car. I go into my house. I get my husband. And he says, stay here. I'm thinking, in which I should have stayed my little happy booty there, like he said. He said, stay there. Women, when your man say do something, you listen to what they say. Because I didn't. And in less than an hour of me not listening to my husband, I was in jail. Okay? Okay. So, this is not a joking manner, but so, for real. I decided, as he told me to stay here, and he was going to go out there to talk to her, ask her, why are you here? I realized in that moment that I have pepper spray that I had just bought probably a week and a half ago prior to the incident. And I decide, oh, you want to come to my house? Because I thought in my head, oh, you're on my property. I could defend myself. This is my house. I'm about to hurt you, girl. You want to try me? And a few weeks prior, another person in that area had tried me because I didn't recognize that her dogs had got out. She punched me in the eye for that. Yes, I was assaulted for that. And I had to go through that on my own. And so, I decided this time, ain't nobody stepping to me. I'm going to defend myself. No one is going to try me anymore in this area. So, when I called the cops the first time, they didn't do anything to help me. So I was going to handle this myself. So I walk out with the pepper spray made a very dumb decision. I made a very dumb decision by doing that and not listening to my husband. And so, go out and walk towards her. And by this happens, my husband is getting dressed, getting his clothes on because he was in his underwear. Right? And so he's yelling, and as he comes out, and I'm already walking towards Jane. And everybody around Jane, the neighbors, recording it. This is on where I'm from live. We have a town live. It was on the place where I'm from's Facebook page live when it was happening, okay? So embarrassing. Such an embarrassment to me. Because in the moment, I wasn't thinking. You know what I mean? It was a very impulsive thing. Because I didn't predict it. I was just chilling. I just went to the store. Okay? I'm minding my business. And then, so, I go out with the pepper spray. And little do I know, she has pepper spray. So, I get her, she gets me, I run to the house with my eyes closed, like you can see it all on the video. But I got it taken down, so there's no more video. I got it all taken down, got Facebook to take it down, all that. So, running to my house because it burned, pepper spray burned so bad. Like, pepper brain sucks. Pepper brain? Pepper spray? Did y'all? I said pepper brain. What is wrong? Woo! These. Okay. Sorry. So, the pepper spray literally had me feeling like I couldn't breathe. Like I was dying. Like I was dead. I was dead. I felt like I was dying. And so I ran in the house. I poured half of the left of the over a gallon of milk on my face. And I'm thinking that the milk is going to take it away. And then I take some water and I'm pouring it on my face. And then I just ran in the shower. And so for the rest of the incident, her calling the cops on me, her going through to an ambulance to the police because I pepper sprayed her. Yes. All of this happens, and I'm in the shower trying to catch my breath. I can't breathe. Later on, I found out, for those of you that have ever had any interactions with pepper spray, dish soap, dish soap, dish soap, dish soap. I guess that works. But I didn't know. I used shampoo, and I was going through it. So then, she calls the cops. And I'm in the shower. And the cops come in the house because they were told they were allowed to. By my husband, because my husband thought that they were only going to question me. Well, they tell me, get out the shower. I'm butt naked in this shower, mind you. This is where I'm from. These police officers are out of control out here. For what they put me through, I will never look at these police officers out here the same. I've had a bad experience because I was in the shower clearly, and they tell me to get out. I asked them, can I grab a towel? They would not let me. So I'm like, but I'm not dressed. They thought I had pepper spray inside of the freaking stupid shower. Are you kidding me? This woman came to my house. So I'm naked. I'm pissed. I'm like, well, fuck then. Fine. Y'all obviously want to see some shit here. Can I get some goddamn clothes? And I'm standing there with my hands up. And they wouldn't even let me get clothes. So one of them brings me some clothes from inside my room next door. I tell them where to get it. They proceed to handcuff me. My husband's like, no, be easy on her, be easy on her. He's about to freak out. I told him to stay calm. They put me in the backseat of a cop car. The most devastating, the most saddest, the most loneliest, the most, you know you have no control over it. And it's happening to you. And I'm looking out these windows and I'm thinking, how did I just get from going into the store to I'm in the back of a cop car? You want to know how? Anger, resentment. All of these things can cause stressors and triggers. And she alone triggers me. So, in no way, shape, or form do I think that I am right for the decisions I made, because I feel like we were both wrong. I feel like it is wrong that we both didn't get arrested. But at the end of the day, I learned so much from this experience. We'll be doing a vlog on my experience at the Solano County Jail, because let me tell you, it was one of the worst experiences of my life. But I did get arrested. I was bailed out, and 2 years later, as a repercussion, I had to be placed on house arrest for 2 weeks. But that was after a long, long, long fight. I even had to represent myself and be my own lawyer in front of a judge for a while, because I wanted to fight for myself and fight for the rights that I know I had. And so that's why today I'm coming to tell you guys that yes, I did get arrested for 22 hours and I did bail out, but I am on house arrest right now. You see, this blue thing is me just protecting my ankle because it really, really hurts. It gets really uncomfortable after a while, so I put a leg warmer under it to kind of like hold the bracelet up. Yes, the bracelet. So this here is my ankle monitor, and I am no way, shape, or form happy about this. I procrastinated for the longest time. 2 years later, here I am getting it done finally, and I only had to do 14 days, excuse me. And if I wouldn't have done this, because of the charges that I was given, they had charged me with assault with a deadly weapon. Yes, they charged me with assault with a deadly weapon. And if you're reading this title right now, you're obviously could tell by the title that, you know, I got assault with a deadly weapon, but it was dropped down to a misdemeanor. So I got assault with a deadly weapon, and it was dropped down to a misdemeanor after fighting for myself. And then, yeah, it was dropped down to a misdemeanor vandalism charge. But like I said, it was the worst decision I ever made, because I've lost opportunities for this. I've lost so much money for this. So many people around me have had to pay for my mistake. And pick up my pieces, especially my husband. My poor husband has had to pay the funds for this, like, because, you know, he's the main breadwinner right now. And it's just like, I can't thank my family, my friends. I can't thank my family and my husband enough, because my family and my husband have teamed up with me. That my family bailed me out. My dad was there for me. He made sure I got out. He did all the paperwork while he was at work, left work early. Like, you really realize who is really down for you when you go through your worst. And I really feel like being arrested was a bottom for me. But at the same time, it was a lesson, and I'm glad that it happened, because now I've been hyper aware that I have an anger problem, and now I know I can get there. And so since then, I have been going to counseling. I go to anger management every Monday at 5 a.m. I get my counseling, which is my anger management counseling, because I need to fix this situation. As I look back to being younger, finding my condition, I realized I remember just going off and lashing out. I remember ripping off the posters off the wall, punching things, and I thought this would just happen. I thought I was just happy, and no, I have an anger problem. And I've asked people, family members, I even asked my godmom, how did you realize that you had an anger problem, and how did you get through it? And she told me, you have to find the root of the issue. And I said, well, I guess the root of the issue is that I'm sick and I'm angry. But this is my condition, and living with the incurable disease is a lifelong process. Yes, I've had it since I was 2 years old, but every day is something new to learn about how to live with this condition. And so I feel like maybe that has some things to do with it, amongst many other things. But the way I practice, you have to practice new ways to break through your issue. And so I've just tried to find new ways, and with my classes, I've really learned so much from my anger management classes, and that's what I really just recommend. You know, house arrest has been very easy, I would say. It's hard because this big old block is on your ankle, and it hurts really bad. Like I said, it hurts real bad, and you can't go anywhere. But with this one, I'm able to go to my counseling on Monday. I'm able to, on Thursday, I'm able to go to the clinic, and that's where I get all my treatments. And then, not all of them, but I get a portion of my treatments there. And then you're allowed one day of the week to do your errands. So on Wednesdays from 10 to 2, I could do whatever I want. So, and I did do require to be, I am a medical marijuana patient, so I am allowed to smoke, but it's not that way for everybody. I had to go through a lot and pay a lot of money to get this type of discipline with the perks that I get. They make you pay for it. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions about a house arrest experience or have any more questions, I will be sharing my jail experience at Solano County, but that's going to be for another vlog. I have so much in store. I want to share my New Year's resolutions with you guys, along with so much more, like the giveaway winner, who that was. I've already exposed to it. It is on my Instagram page, but I'll go ahead and share with everybody here. And then I'll probably go ahead and share that at the end of the clip. And then, yeah, I just am excited for whatever's in store. I have so many vlogs in store. So just stay tuned for those. And thank you so much for watching. I'm Brittany Michelle. You're watching Life with Brittany Michelle. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, push that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. Hey guys, so thank you for sitting back and relaxing with me. Hope you guys enjoyed my story and, you know, just my experience learning that I had anger issues and learning how to figure out ways to deal with them. Also, one more thing. Keep a journal, guys. Keep a journal. It is key when you have anger to find a way to let that anger out, let out your frustrations, and find ways to just have an outlet. And ever since I've been looking for ways and taking strides to work against my anger management issues, I really have noticed a big difference. I'm not where I need to be. There's so much that I still have to learn when it comes to dealing with my anger. And I realized that as I got older, it got a lot more intense. But I'm doing really great now. Like, I really can tell you I haven't had any big episodes in a while. And what I mean by episode is when I just lash out full of anger. And I really have those kind of emotions and feelings around PMS that has a lot to do with it. I really am pretty chill and even keel until PMS time, and then PMS time something could set me off, you know what I mean? But besides that, everything is groovy, everything is great, all gravy, everything is good. But I do want to say, for those of you that want to know for different outlets and different things that I use to help get through my anger, is one, when you are angry or you're going through an episode or you just have an episode, it's very good to write out the episode. Not type the episode, none of that. It is good to write it down in a journal what happened so you can see from an outsider's point of view. Even though you're writing it, after you write down the incident that happened, you're able to go over it and reanalyze yourself and see how you feel. Ooh, indigestion. Then I'm going to be trying to do this every day, but I'm going to be trying to go on live every morning and doing my Jesus is Calling devotionals. So if you're interested in seeing that, give me a like and subscribe as well. And go follow my Instagram page. I will go ahead and link. So stay tuned. I have so many big things in store for you guys. And thank you all for your support. Alrighty, guys. I'm Brittany Michelle. I'm blessed. You blessed. Thank you for sitting back and relaxing with me. Until next time.
Don't be cautious, don't be kind. You committed, I'm your crime. Push my button anytime. You got your finger on the trigger, but your trigger finger's mine.
It's kind of like, it's sad, because it's like, just be real. Like, what are you doing? I don't want to talk to a clone of myself. I don't even like myself.